What's going on, buddy boys? We are live. Welcome to SNH Sunday Night Hope Weekend Chat Random Discussion, episode 52 of season 2. We are live and alive. How's everybody doing? We got a lot of comments here before the fucking show even started. My god. Holy shit. A more positive plot twist? What? Yes, another banger. What's up, Finleos? It would be a huge consequence for ignoring 8% of the males. What happens when a majority of men working in STEM, trades, and accounting suddenly get deprived of pussy and children? Yeah. Exciting times. Yeah, that's true. The attendees, though. We are live and alive. Type I meant to say companies will go to foreign STEM. Silicon Valley has done this already for years. Yeah. Niche will be replaced with migrants or have jobs outsourced. If STEMs go neat, companies will just go foreign neats. There will always be a man desperate to take your place for less. There's some truth there, I guess. I'm just thinking, how long will they keep disregarding their skilled male citizens? The big carrot on the stick has always been wives and children, but we know that women don't like sub-Chad men. Well, you gotta change society, right? 1% at a time. I'm not saying we should not get rid of. We should get rid of tradition completely. It worked because women did not really have a choice, and that they tolerated their husbands most likely because we know women. Okay. Let's see. I was in the military and I observed that you can take the most low IQ country bumpkin from Kansas and teach them how to fix a helicopter, install electric panels, to be a medic. Yeah, because they're probably not that dumb. They're probably just doing very. They might just be really intelligent people in really impoverished areas, right? So you could easily end up doing a job you shouldn't be doing, but just doing it really well. If ever you need dropping out of the system, there's a blue-pilled guy willing to learn a trade or in order to beta bucks for a single mom. Yeah, some truth here. There's a lot of people out there still working. It's weird. I was in NEAT for a few years in my 20s. I actually ended up joining the military to learn a skill because of the NEAT life isn't sustainable without support from family or government. Yeah, some truth. Yeah, that's true. This is really true. Yeah, most low IQ people, 99% or 99.9% of men can do something useful unless their IQ is low. And yes, it is terrifying how much power the JJ has over men who lack the smarts or wherewithal. Yeah. To comprehend how little women care about them. Yeah. It's even more. I mean, when we're talking about, I don't know, women. Yeah, at the end of the day, they want to see performance, right? So it is simply true. So society only needs a few high IQ men lead things, and normal low IQ guys will be too busy slaving away to even think about things like hypergamy or LMS. Nobody's have it better in that sense. Yeah. I'd rather be MGTOW than NEAT. At least in MGTOW you have income and can enjoy life more. Yeah, I've always called MGTOW like the compromise position where it's like, even though it is still MSTOW, but if you're a dude who actually is like in the high upper echelons of men, you might as well just go MGTOW, right? Guess there's no use in denying the fact that there isn't normal low IQ men's fault that they will be blue pilled all their lives on the economy, careers, and women. We are the MGTOWs that can admit that women have sent us our own way anyway via divorce courts. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's good. Are you sober today? I'm sober. Feel fine. A good example is CGA and Better Bachelor. Both are older, divorced guys. CGA has a Porsche. He goes to the junior college. Better Bachelor lives alone in the woods and waits for the world to collapse. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, both of these guys are. I think the entire red pill ideology was simply just a leading, or it led men astray. It led men astray. That's what it did. I mean, this entire idea, even the idea of like simply living out of the junior college is like really just like the entire system is fucked when men do when men do stuff like that at the end of the day, right? You know. Look at this shit, dude. Happy birthday, thanks. Finally, he is back. I recognize the tune. Yeah, this is the White Bat audio or some shit. Hello, Chads. Bitter Bachelor. Yeah, that dude is fucking weird. What's this video of Lynn Hiker? Holy shit, a black guy who is responsible, has his own place, works a blue collar or white collar job, or is currently pursuing a career in STEM, no debt too. He is a lame. Yeah, it's the same story every time, right? Somehow the dude who's done everything right and yeah, he it's just weird, right? Like in the black community, you are like public enemy number one. Junior college is actually a return to how society used to be. In 1700, 1/3 of all women were sex workers. Yeah, but that's the problem. That we're looking at snapshots in time of like time periods where like things got that bad, and then eventually there was a reset that typically happens, and then all of a sudden things get better again. But at the end of the day, yeah, sure, there were times where this particular predicament happened earlier, right? Where people were. I mean, look at the Roaring '20s in a way. Like the '20s was another time of degeneracy, right? And so it simply is just a matter of fact that like this thing is not necessarily new. Humanity has fallen before and then gotten back up, but the problem is that you're now you got a places to run to at this point. So where do you go? And because like just because society functioned at one point and it's at a certain time doesn't mean that's the ideal way for society to function, right? If we're talking about a system where one produces a functional society, another one produces some weird shit, well then I know which one I'm picking, right? Unpopular opinion, but the nuclear family like picket fence idea only existed for a small segment of our civilization. Depends on the time period, right? Look at there was a time where the Romans they literally almost had this like not everybody particularly had it, but like it was definitely attainable, and it was definitely the ideal function of society, right? And then people had big families, and they broke apart, and they broke apart again, and then it became this huge clusterfuck. So. But yeah, but even in like a feudal Europe, right, where the peasants, yeah, sure they were peasants, but like how bad was life for a peasant really back then? If you really look at the life they led, right, like people weren't just dying off like that. They were, but they weren't. A relative to the birth rate wasn't even that bad. So I guess it depends on the time period though, right? Because there were famines depending on the time of the year, but. In any like given like regular year though, it was like okay, you just like lived a typical life and you died. Career family was also a snapshot in time. Well, what is it? No, it's basically occurred in most civilizations. It's typically been the foundational cornerstone at least. I think the extended family is better, but at the very base level, you have to have a nuclear family. It doesn't matter. You have to have one. Has anyone noticed that young women go out of their way to not look at you when they pass by? So strange and human even. It wasn't even like this. Always like this rather. Well, I mean, I don't know, like If they aren't looking at you, what's the implication, right? I don't know. What's the implication? What's up? Let's see. Women don't make eye contact because if they give a man any level of decency, most men think it's an invitation to approach. Men are downright horrendous. There's some truth here, right? Where there's some thirsty dude out there who's like, they get any level of eye contact from a woman, they just like, well, time to go. So they don't even bother, like, they give them nothing at all. Which I guess if you're looking for trying to find the best Chad you can get, then that's like the proper strategy, right? Like, right? Like if that's the thing, right? Who knows? So Junior Caliatha will eventually collapse somehow in the near future. Yeah. Or probably already has. Let's see. Just so sad I did out my group possible, or maybe I'd snag a nice Nigerian elite immigrant in first gen. Probably your best bet, my dude. Our situation to the extreme is worse than 1 in 17 rule at this point. Yeah, well. Love this background music, by the way. Yeah, I figured I'd pick something a little more traditional than we used to play in the background in previous streams. Coach Greg Adams talked about it. Women only see you if you have immediate value to them. Yeah, I mean, this is true. Yeah. We have completed deregulation selection. Yeah. DJ knows that from having his Porsche, not a disc, because I'm a big supporter, but he says all the time, when you stand on your wallet, you're always tall enough. Are you really tall enough, or are you just like in constant simp mode, right? You know what I mean? Like, you're in constant simp mode. That's all it really is constant simp mode. So, like, when you're the fucking dude, you just drive around and whatever, and you know, everybody knows who the fuck you are. So, you just let shit happen. You know, this is what it is. Truth be told, I haven't watched much of the whole red pill sphere in a while. Actually, that shit dead, or what's going on? Anything being posted? I watched some stuff from whatever podcast at one point. They've been having some pretty good. What's that guy's name? The guy from the Crucible. He has a really good channel, and yeah, he's been really destroying these thoughts on the show, which is great. One of the biggest things that divided men and women was the vibrator. Sex toys was the start of women not needing men. Yeah, you probably should ban those two, honestly, at the end of the day. They should be banned. It's ridiculous. Do you really need these things? They should be banned. I think at this point we gotta stop using simp or beta bucks as an insult, since by law 90% of men have to do it in order to get any type of sexual attention. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do at the end of the day, right? But to some extent, I get it. Like, you're in a predicament and you gotta pick a thing. So, but you know, there's always just a way to say, you know what, this is dumb. I'm not playing at all, or something like that, or you know, finding a way out. but I know what you mean. You know, at the end of the day, it's what it is. You can only really. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Um, what do y'all think about all the allegations towards the music guys like Diddy? Crazy to think you can get sued for having sex with a woman 30 years ago. At this point, I think it's more or less about just exposing these guys. Like, honestly though, but is it really a surprise? Like these guys in Hollywood and the music industry, and and come on, is it really a surprise that they have casting couches and they do these weird things with women and stuff like that? Like, is it really that big of a surprise? Like, of course, these guys they're guilty of everything they're being probably accused of, right? Like the reality is that because they have so much money and wealth, they're able to get to kind of just skate by with it, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not absolving the women of all responsibility there. But at the end of the day, it's like it's not unsurprising that they would end up like that these things happen in these industries, right? I mean, it's been well known in Hollywood for what they're known for, right? And yeah, this stuff is very obvious. So yeah. When the elite is done with his puppets, they would get deliberately canceled. They get deliberately canceled like R. Diddy and R. Kelly. Mm. Okay, the whole simp thing came from our own community where game and mouthpiece is deified. Old white guys learned a long time ago it's quicker to just pay. Hmm. Well, it's more of a matter of fact that white men simply just produce, and their women have become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, so they have an expectation that their men always produce anyway, right? You know, it is what it is. So so yeah, they are paying a higher price, but it's also for a depending on how you view it, a superior product, right? America, the woman's world, it kind of is in a way. Used to be anyway, but I think Sim and Beta Bucks are different. The Beta Bucks at least gets some peace leave. The game guys are bigger betas than men who pay. Game guys need validation. Yeah, game is just a huge if you're having to game a woman, I don't tell you. It's just like it is what it is, dude. I go with CGA. Black men we develop game because so many black men are broke. Huh? What are you hopeful about? I don't know. What are you guys hopeful about? Y'all came in here for the hope. What are we hopeful for, my dudes? What do we all really want? Ironically, if black women actually accepted the beta bucks before getting knocked up, Joaquin would be in a better place. This is the reality is that most of these black women don't even know the men to pick because like they never been shown them the model of one. So at the end of the day, it is like monkey see, monkey do. But so yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if the men aren't around, then they won't learn what a good man is, right? And then they'll say what they want, but at the end of the day, we all know how people pick anyway. So who fucking knows? You guys want to come on and talk about this shit? Who knows? Let's have a good old discussion. That's what I want to talk about. The most better than only option is to use their words. Homo Tomasi tells people to game their wives. That's just ridiculous, man. That's fucking retarded, dude. I think that betas are supposed to be most men. Simps would be the omegas or gammas. So most beta bucks aren't supposed to be simps. Yeah, that's because this is kind of true actually. Being a beta male is not a like you're next in line, right? Like after the alpha, you're the beta male, right? You're next in line. So is it really that big of a deal? Like you're still next up, right? So better than being a fucking Omega or a fucking Gamma or some shit. You fucking crazy ass fucking these simps, really. That's what you called them, right? But, hope to leave the West and live a quiet life in the third world country, to be honest. Well, there you go. Black women don't respond to money, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's this weird mix of, like, a nigga points and, I think that nigga point stuff is true. You really do have to have the tattoos and all that. It doesn't make sense. I agreed. White women understand to be 304s in college. Didn't go to TradCon. Black women seem to not understand when to get off the 304 train. Yeah, they really don't. I was the leaders, presidents, managers of an organization with Supreme Court justices or judges, to name a few. Yeah. They do know the men to pick. Their mom chose a Pookie, so therefore the daughter will too. Yeah, it depends on what do you actually want, right? Like, what is your community actually? What are they actually? What are they actually? Breeding for? What is their end result, right? What are they breeding for? Like, obviously, like if every race has their own strategy, well, if one race breeds for, a particular archetype of man or woman, then that's what you're gonna get. So this might just be deeply ingrained into the psyche of these people, right? For being completely honest here, like to pick wrong or to pick the wrong choice, because like the superior choice is obviously the dude who's stable, right? But then they pick these chaos people, and then they wonder why they get chaos children, right? It is weird. I call cap on black women not giving role models or whatever a man's supposed to be. Even black women who have good fathers still pick hood ninjas. Yeah, it's true. Said Jezebel spirit, dude. Great point. Being a beta isn't necessarily a bad thing. Most guys in the 1950s were beta. Just as society back then didn't allow women access to alphas. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Listen, yeah. Not carte blanche. The mission in America is to destroy all heterosexual men, or at least push them to the other community, to the rainbow community. Yeah, basically. Beta buxers nowadays aren't simps to their core. Yes, are mandated by the state to simp via cuckamony, child support. What makes it worse is that the man cannot get snuggles. Why? Yeah. Alpha equals attractive. Rillo said Jonah Hill was a beta just because he used to have a weight issue. Or he used to have weight issues, yeah. Even red pillars subconsciously know alpha equals attractive and beta equals ugly. Yeah. That's basically all it comes down to. Most of us wouldn't be alive today if our grandma had IG and could FM Elvis, James Dean, Jimi Hendrix, yeah. What? In the fuck? Did you see the video about the ballet teacher whose 5-year-old students want to listen to Pound Town is over for society? My god. Black society glorifies Pookies and Ray Ray, though. White people were careful to not let that happen. The fact that the term Pookie and Ray Ray exists is proof. I don't know of a word for white Pookie. Yeah, white trash really is simply it takes itself out, right? You know. What do you think about having dropped the black pill at all? I really hope you don't write out some people you don't like autistic, spurs, or feds in the future. Cheers to the hatred between us forever. Alt account. Who is this person? Black women are very binary. If you're not rich, you're broke. If you're not hood, you're lame. They only respect hood ninjas or niggas or gay niggas. No, it's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. There's a link when you're ready to join. Go ahead and join. I kind of want to hear from some of you guys, honestly. What's been the word on the street? The black women, productive black men are a poor imitation of a white man. So then productive black men aren't really black men. Pookie is a real black man. There's some truth there. It is true. Some truth there, right? To black women, either you got good dick or your dick is lame. Either you're fine or medium ugly. Either you can dress or you can't dress at all. Huh? Yeah, well. Go to the Discord. I haven't been on the Discord in a while. What's in the news, the article section? Anything cool in there? Need some banger background song. Good tunes, mystery. Thanks, man. Thanks. Medium ugly equals Chad Light. No, medium ugly equals not ugly, but not attractive. Because if you're not attractive, you're automatically on the ugly spectrum. Hence the medium. Yeah, it's just it literally is just a binary. It's just either ugly or attractive, right? And then at the end of the day, there's a line. You know. Black woman rating scale is 10 out of 10 fine or and ugly. It's like a binary spectrum, right? It's weird. Sub 8 and sub 7 puts you in the ugly spectrum. You know what? What video I want to play? I'm gonna play a video I got. I'm gonna try to play this video here. And we'll skip it for now, but friend. Oh, there he is. Take women's right away. Rights away, rather. It's that simple. It really is that simple, dude. If hell is real, it has to be full of black women's P-dubs. Mainly for their attitudes, but also for the millions of baby deletions. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. What's going on, Chip Skylark? How you doing, dude? You're one of the best dudes on here, man. You fucking keep it real. What's going on, Base Billington? What's up, dude? I love that icon you got, dude. Beautiful. Huh? About to drive into the woods. Okay. Nice. What's up, Larry Cuckman? What's up, dude? Hello, Larry Cuckman. Women's rights will only be expanded upon even further. I certainly hope not. Oh, we got the Alaskan separatists in the chat. What's going on, dude?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, dude? You're the last one. My bad. You're the last one.
I'm the last Atlantean.
I always fucking knew it.
Shit, how's it going, bro?
Pretty good, man. How you been doing, man?
Just is what it is at this point. I don't give a fuck. Just lifting weights. Being the
Is what it is, right?
Yeah, just being the stereotypical gym cell, getting rejected, you know. It is what it is.
Yeah, dude. Just stay in the gym and getting them thick gains, dude.
You know. I might start trying. I don't know.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, just a little bit of growth hormone. Shit.
a little bit of human growth hormone, and you get your fucking tea back.
Yep. Got rejected recently, actually. I don't know if I would call it, or I don't know. Just, I don't know why I keep trying.
Why? You feel bad?
I feel nothing anymore.
You feel nothing? You feel nothing? Wow.
Nothing anymore at this point. It's just like, yep, I knew it was gonna happen. Same fucking plot every time. It's like, oh, well, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, fine, okay, cool. All right, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just like, all right.
You think you're 5'10", right? Said you're 5'10", 5'11". Oh, short king.
Yeah,
there it is.
King of the manlets. Yep.
King of the manlets. It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
So what's been in the fucking news? What's been going on? I haven't watched the news in so long. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Me too, bro. Like at this point, I just know
the news is fake as fuck. Like, who watches the fucking fake news?
I don't watch it anymore, bro.
Neither do I. It's fake.
I don't even keep up with black pill shit anymore. I'm just.
Neither do I. Really, I barely watch stuff.
Just like, I do back day. Back day is my favorite day, so I just go do back day.
Yeah. Huh.
You know, do a shit ton of pull-ups, crazy back. You know, that's about it.
Nice. BPJ, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, man? I can't be too long, but I want to stop in and say what's up. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, Alaskan. If you can.
I'll try.
Yeah. Would just know that if you were taller, it would ever so slightly help your chances, but not by that much. Not by that much.
That's fine.
How bad the competition right now?
Fucking.
You mean? Oh no, it's fucking insane.
Is it brutal? Is it really just that brutal out there?
Yeah. So every avenue. Okay. So how can I explain? We're at a point now in Mystery where if you're like a normal dude, you can't use any dating app. There's no dating app that a normal can use.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't get it. Like you're not. If you're anything under a 7, under an 8, I would say you're not gonna get like anything, right? And now it's at a point where, okay, well, at least I can message girls on Instagram, right? No, because there's now a limited amount of messages that you can send per day on Instagram. Because there was a time where it's like, okay, you may not get a match, but you might message a girl on IG and she might message you back. I mean, that's happened to me a few times, but now even that option is off the table for men.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know men were still doing stuff like that. Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah. But like now IG, not IG, Tinder, Bumble, their own vehicles now just for women to subscribe to get men to subscribe to their OnlyFans. That's really all it is now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So basically, like the new scam that women will say is if you message them on Snapchat, the scam is to join their OnlyFans and then maybe we can do a meetup. That's the new thing now. That's the new thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And Albert Rusker is seeking a dating app though. It is, but now I think that's why I was saying I think it's a wrap for seeking, because there's more and more people who are gonna flock to seeking. Just like how the Passport Bros, especially once ninjas got involved in the Passport Bros, it's a wrap, because ninjas, unlike white dudes, they're unable to keep their mouth closed.
Yep, 100%.
You know,
Fuck.
and Tommy Sotomayor talked about this. He was on a stream with Obsidian. White people were doing the whole Passport Bros things, fucking Asian women and all this other shit. They were doing it for the longest time, and you didn't really necessarily hear about it. But now black men do it, and now it's a whole movement. Now everybody and their mama know about Passport Bros.
Damn,
So,
niggas need to shut the fuck up.
we can't, Yeah. Pride Leader says you got to be a Chad to have a chance to use a hooker now. I think
it's over for me.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's just more so women are just now going to up the price based on how quote unquote ugly you are, essentially.
Bro, I just want to. Can World War III actually break out already? I just want a fucking 120 millimeter shell dropping on my fucking head at this point. Like, swear to God, at this point, it's like, what's the fucking point? Like, oh man, fucking hell, die for fucking bankers and shit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, CGA, he did a video talking about this woman in like a month went on like 70, like 100 dates. This a normie woman. No, it's pretty bad.
Oh, it's your birthday, BPJ?
It's not my birthday.
Oh, I was like, oh, I was say happy birthday.
No, it's not my birthday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Mister, I thought she was gonna watch. You was gonna play a video. Your video reactions, like especially in the early shows, are like fucking classic.
I don't have any videos to react to.
Oh man, they are so.
Yeah, another video. They're so good, right? They're
Yeah,
phenomenal.
like I would literally put people. I'm like, yo, you gotta at least watch the first about 20-25 minutes of this shit, bro. Like, man, you would go off. Like I remember, like Mystery. You had this rant. You was watching like this newscast. They were talking about why like men are like falling behind in relationships, and it was like a newscast. And then you said, your women are monsters. you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, yo. Oh my God. Oh shit.
Well, had to be said, right?
I mean,
had to be said. It does. It had to be said.
Oh my God.
No, the reality is that why are the women monsters, right?
Bro,
yeah, I mean,
it's been on more dates than it's over. Like, I just can't even believe this shit at this point.
How over is it, guys?
Now, Alaska, but here's the fucked up thing, right? It's like, even if here's how bad it's gotten, Alaskan. Even if you were to sum the fuck how for whatever reason, luck out and find a woman who's attracted to you, and like let's just say that fucking happens, sum the fuck how, right? Like, and you're attracted to her. I'm not trying to crap on anybody, but let's say that happened. Your experiences versus her experiences will be so lopsided that it will be incredibly difficult for y'all to have any sort of meaningful relationship past a certain point.
Dude, what's the fucking? I might as well just join, like, fucking become a priest or something, a monk, and just be cloistered in a fucking monastery my entire life at this fucking point. I think that'd be better in this day and age. At this,
like your your female equivalent has had at least one or two threesomes.
I know. Holy fuck! Don't even tell me that, bro, because I'm just disgusted by that thought at this point. There's no more female virgins.
I mean, depending on the woman you're talking about, you might not be wrong. That's the sad part about it, right?
I'm saying, like, because your whatever you are, your looks match has had at least more than likely one or two threesomes. She probably had sex last night. She probably had sex the night before. More than likely, they might have been two different guys. You know what I mean? It's now I'm the king of hyperbole. Am I Mystery? Am I being hyperbolic right now? I'm asking seriously. Like, I could be. I don't know.
I don't know. I just have this feeling that like, obviously there's people who are still out there fucking doing the wrong thing, right? At the end of the day, there's always going to be people out there doing the wrong thing. But I think enough people are out there doing.
30 years war to happen.
What's that?
I just want to be like a soldier in the 30 Years' War, rolling around, raiding and pillaging villages. That sounds fun.
Isn't that what we all want, right? At the end of the day, right? Isn't that what we all want? Who wants to be doing this shit?
This shit, no.
Don't you want a war?
I actually kind of do at this point.
Yeah, don't you want a fucking war? Do you really want to live in this fucked up world?
Not really.
Yeah, you want to live in this fucked up world? 'Cause I sure as fuck don't.
I need a purpose, something. This is just
something's better than this shit, right?
Yeah,
Working 9 to 5
for a
Yeah,
shitty
whatever.
retail company,
for some no name retail company or some shit. Working some dead end job. Paying for college.
My ass.
I had put this in a Discord like a week ago, and the content of the video itself is probably not like super like titillating. I just like the title. The title is just so funny to me. Yeah, you probably seen this. Like this was in there a while back, but yeah, I'm a firm believer in purpose, man.
Yeah,
Firm believer in that.
Mm.
That's critical.
And I can't tell. I think I'm socially inept too. Honestly, I don't know. I cannot tell at all.
Don't be
because I'm
so.
like
This is Pastor Mark. This is the guy.
How many of you guys?
This guy before.
Pastor Mark. I fucking hate Pastor Mark.
Here we go again.
It's like, damn it.
All right, let's do it.
Albert Resker says, Jay, I think it's because of where you live. I live in the same area. We have a lot of hypersexual women where we live. Women are hypersexual. I don't sure, but is the woman in California that much more hypersexual than a woman in Wyoming? Like I kind of push back on this whole notion of, well, you're in Miami, you're in New York, you're in Cali, you're in. I don't. The
internet
Instagram
exists.
The women, yeah. I even
internet connection. The bitches are probably hoes.
I mean, look, they did a did you guys not see this video of Japanese women talking about their body counts, and these women were in the 100s and they were like 18 fucking 20 years old.
Jeez,
Wow.
I saw that the Japanese in Japan, right? That woman was like 18. She had 50. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's so over, bro.
Yeah, fucking disgusting, dude. Fucking petri dishes, dude.
Wait,
walking, talking petri dishes.
The women in California has more options to be hypersexual. The woman in California has the same amount of options as a woman in Wyoming, as a woman in Kansas. The once that magical black box existed called the smartphone, everybody became at around pretty much the same level. The only difference is that in order it's just a plane ticket away. That's the only difference. It's not, all these places have universities. There's Chads and Tyrones at every one of these universities. I just don't, I mean, I get that, a woman in Cali or Miami can be more hypergamous in these areas. Surely, absolutely. Like in the short term, because, they don't have to drive very far to get to, friggin' Chris Brown's house or whatever the fuck. But all in all, you're dealing with pretty much a similar thing. I will always push back against that. But I could be wrong. I don't want to, I don't. Who knows what the fuck? But I forgot what he even said in this video.
Honestly, I wish there was like the Templar Order and shit. It sounds nerd and shit, but like that would be good for me in my opinion if those things still existed. I wouldn't mind being a warrior.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool, right?
I know. Like, what's the highest drug? What is the highest thing you could get high off of? Jesus, bro. Like dying for Jesus is fucking dope, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Shit, those guys were brave as fuck. They're like the SS of the fucking of the Middle Ages, dog. It's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm telling you.
All right, let's play this video.
Guys are single. Let me talk to the single guys. Okay, single guys. A couple of verses for you. Deuteronomy.
This is a boot for okay. We got whatever, dude.
24:1. Just read it with me. A man what? Takes active or passive? Active. Take a wife. Not like like a caveman, you know. But you're like, no, not like that. But what it means is that if you're a single guy, you should want to. Again, you said marriage. What you meant was have sex. Let's just be honest, okay? I'm just gonna be honest, right? If you're a guy, you look at a girl, you're like, I'd like to have sex, and then God says you got to get married, so then you're like, okay, I need to get married. Okay, can we just be honest? Right? So and that's, you don't. Let me just say something. You don't get married just for the sex. Like, you're gonna have to do some laundry and talk, and there's some other things that are involved.
Bro, where the fuck does he
The
think
married
he
guys are testifying now. True. The father of lies will tell you otherwise. I'm just telling you how it works. So if you want to have sex, you need to get married. And if you want to get married, you need to be active and you need to take initiative looking for a wife. There's a whole generation of passive guys. And some of you guys are hyper spiritual and adorable. You're like, well, if the Lord wants.
All right, go ahead, guys. Let's go.
Bro, I can't stand this nigga already, dude. It's like, where the fuck do you think we live
I'm just
in,
laughing
bro?
at
This isn't
Finley
fucking Hebrew times, bro. This isn't
Finley
even the Middle Ages. This isn't the fucking 18th century, bro. What? I don't.
Yeah, I mean this is a guy who met his wife in like the early '90s, and you know
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they don't understand.
Yeah.
It's that bad, huh?
Dude, my parents, bro, they're fucking.
Larry Cook, but you just gotta cut it. Oh man,
You
know,
Yeah,
like, don't. The thing about it is, Alaskan, don't you wish that these people were right about what they were saying?
Yes, I do. I'm literally trying to be a Christian in this day and age. It's fucking impossible. It literally.
Leo said, wait, he brought back an old Kent. I love Kent. Stop sipping that fucking glue.
That's funny.
Stop sniffing that glue. God damn.
That's funny.
Hey, who was funnier, Kent or Oreo Man?
I think Kent was funnier.
I think Ken. Yeah.
No, because Oreo Man. Did y'all listen to Oreo Man's raps?
No, I
No, I
never
didn't.
did. What the fuck?
Oh fuck! I gotta find it. Oreo Man used to rap it. He wasn't horrible either. Bro, I gotta find it, bro. He used to rap. His shit was so fucking funny, bro. Oh man.
Only the best men control their destinies. Only the fucking
Yeah, I suppose.
control their own destiny.
I'm sure he'll bring a girl to my mom's basement to find me. No. If that girl does show up, you don't want to marry her. How about this one? Matthew 22:30. It speaks of a daughter or a wife. A woman is given in marriage. So even in a relationship where a man is seeking a wife, the man needs to be active, and then the woman needs to be pursued. We even show this in a wedding. How many of you guys have had a daughter get married? My daughter got married. What happens?
See, the problem with this guy is is he still talking about dating or approaching women? Is that his angle here?
Yeah, I mean, he's broad. I mean, look, this guy is also. I mean, to his credit, I think that if you were to ask him, hey, Pastor Mark, how would you find a woman? He'd probably say, well, the first thing you can find her is in church. He'd probably say that. I mean, this is also a guy who. Yeah, this is also a guy who's also said not to discount single mothers. I mean, so you're dealing with a guy who is not just blue-pilled, but blue-pilled in a very religious, kind of conservative, traditionalist type of way where, hey, these women are in the church, these women are quote unquote Bible believing, so therefore they're automatically more or less a good woman for, or more than likely a good woman here. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, Specs just said he's in a whole bubble. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean you can't. I mean you can't go any man who's over a certain age. It's you can't go to these men for any type of dating any advice. Most like even somebody somebody who I
My
don't.
question is that is he wrong, or is it like, okay, like
Mhm.
so is his mindset that men? I guess my thing is that if he's talking about dating, that's a completely men need to get out of this dating mindset to begin with. Both men and women need to drop dating altogether. It doesn't work. Like
It no, it doesn't.
we need to go back to doing what we did before. Arranged marriage or something like that. I don't know why we even bother talking about. Oh yeah, you don't need to approach a woman anywhere. Okay, women are to be dealt out by the men, typically by their father. That's who their property of. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I would even say that in 90% of the time, probably even more than that, of women choosing a man even to either sleep with or date, these are not men who the women, even if the woman has a dad, rarely are they ever utilizing their father to approve the man who they're seeing ever. They don't consult their father or brother.
Wait, how do you know that?
I you know what? I don't have any quote unquote hard data. It's just I would just say that's just an assumption. I just don't think that they do.
I would say maybe in today's current day and age, you might have been right. It
No,
probably
I'm
happened.
saying,
It probably
I'm saying,
happened
no, I'm
more
saying now.
so.
I'm
What's
saying
that?
now, not back then. I'm saying today.
Today,
Today they don't.
I would even say, depending on who you talk to, there could be a change of heart there. I think a lot more people could be saying, well, "Fuck it, if my daughter's my property, I'm gonna keep her inside, and you won't see her out." But it depends on the man, right? If there's some cuck ass dad who doesn't give a fuck, well, of course his daughter's gonna be out there fucking doing whatever the fuck she wants to do, right? But if it's a dad of actually good stock and virtue, he'll know that there's probably some level of something of value to be had in my daughter, other than her being some other man fucking fuck me for the night.
right. But my whole thing is this, right? What is preventing the woman? So let's say if you have a dad who's not a cuck, a dad who gives a shit, a dad who's heavily involved, a dad who has has a spine and shit, right? What's preventing his daughter at age 18, 19, and 20? What's preventing her from just doing whatever the fuck she wants?
Yeah, the problem is that's the problem though. That's like half the problem is that everybody thinks that my kid's 18, he or she's an adult, get the fuck out the house. No, that's not how fucking life works. I'm sorry,
No,
you're not developed at age. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. So like, honestly, parents should have custody of their kids, but they up to age 25, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. In that world, I would agree. But I'm saying, my point is that today, regardless, and here's the thing about just environment. I would argue that a woman's environment has much more influence on them as opposed to the strongest man that they're with. So even when it comes to relationships, it's like, sure, you can, like, it's like being quote unquote alpha, being quote unquote having game and having frame. But at the end of the day, if your environment is pushing you to be worldly or be hypersexual or what have you, then the world is going to have an effect on your woman. That's why the passport bros are always encouraged not to take the woman here, because hey, you can be the most alpha guy, but that world around her environment is going to have a much bigger influence on her than you are. So a dad can be the great. I mean, you've had instances where you could be the great. A man.
Yeah, but what if everything was working in tandem? Like people, at the end of the day, you should be taught right from wrong at a very young age, and that is true for both men and women. And if you don't know right from wrong, well, apparently you're just deficient and don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like there is simply a moral design to the universe.
Yeah,
there's going to be some fucking deviation from it.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing. Yeah, I mean, you should teach your kid right from wrong, and the kid should know right or wrong. But look what Albert Resker said in the chat, and I agree. You parents can't out parent a shitty environment. If you have even if you have
but why does but how good does an environment have to be?
It can't be an environment that is kind of pushing you in the way of destruction.
Yeah, but how long can we keep playing environmental factors here? Why do we keep running to an environment? Who made the environment shitty?
No, but that's a different thing. I'm talking about.
That's not a different thing. Okay, is the environment shitty? Are we talking about like an environment given to you by God? Or are you talking about an environment given to you by the hands of man?
If you're talking about changing the current civilization, yes, obviously that would need to be done. But until that's done, you as a parent of a daughter are not going to have as big of an effect as you would like to be. Until the environment will need to be changed first. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what I'm saying right now. Currently, if you are a man and you have an 18-year-old daughter, you could have have your daughter in school. Your daughter could have been a virgin, etc. But at that point, when she steps out into the world has her. The world is going to be a bigger influence than you.
Why would that be true? Is that true all the time?
Because your daughter is not in your presence 24/7, but she's always in the world.
I would agree, but you think that all the teaching just goes away?
Yeah, in my opinion, for the
women,
women,
I'm not going to say it all. I'm not going to say it all goes away. It's just that you're the kid, the person, the 18-year-old, whatever, if you want to call him a kid, is just going to be affected. It's kind of like it's kind of like how when parents don't want to show their kids stuff like South Park or YouTube or pornography. Obviously, you're not going to want to have your kids see those things. But once you take your kid to a school, you can't control what the fuck his or her classmates do. You can't control that. It's out of your hands for 8 hours. In those 8 hours, you don't know what the fuck your kid is doing.
Yeah, but what if the whole system was conducive so that, I'm not saying there would be no problems at all, but at the end of the day, like, the problems these children would have would be far less than what they have today. So we're talking about a bad environment. Like, what if the problems simply become problems of a lesser extent?
We agree, but the environment. Yeah, we agree with you. I'm just saying the environment would need to change.
Yeah.
What is the okay? So what do you say environment? What do you mean? What do you mean by environment? What is this environment we're talking about here?
The government, the community.
So you're talking about the people then. So we're still back to people then here, right?
Yeah, people.
So the shitty people.
No. It's people changing, getting together, changing the laws, changing, and that's also culture. I mean, it's not just it being a culture environment.
Well, sure, it all counts. That's what I'm trying to get to here. I said people earlier, and I was trying to what's the because once again the overarching thing of every single thing we do down here at the end of the day revolves around people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like if the people themselves are garbage and they vote in shitty laws and shitty leaders, well then whose fault is that if you have a shitty environment? Yeah, if your environment sucks, then what's that say about the people in the environment?
Right.
Is this really? I keep hearing about the environment.
Yes, and then men will have to get together to change that environment. Absolutely. But that's not about because I thought we were talking about a father's effect on their daughter. I was trying to say that the father can only do so much. But the fathers and all the other men will need to get together to create a better environment so that you're able to better put your daughter or son or whatever into an actual good society. Like, so I think we're all on the same page here.
No, I think we're still on the wrong page here. I think that like man constructs his environment at the end of the day, right? Yeah, sure, there is an environment.
You talking about men or
that
man?
Exists outside of man. And then there's simply the environment that man exists on. So, like, man has the ability to manipulate said, and he can walk over there and cut a tree down, right? So he can manipulate his environment, his internal environment, right? That accurate?
About one guy or men plural?
Well, a man, right? You could just walk over. Assuming you had an axe, right? You could walk over to a tree and chop the tree down. That you can.
Right, but that one man
have you not changed your environment to some extent, right?
Yeah. That the physical environment, sure, but that one man cannot go into the courthouse and demand parental rights. He can't do that.
So why don't a group of men do that?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If you're talking about a man, yes, one man can change something small. You will need to have a group of men, a large group of men, to come together in order to change something big that is not as quote unquote, something like a law or what have you, right?
Yeah.
So and
like what is
and men will need to be able to exercise that power in an effective way. I mean, whether it's withholding their labor, you have the whole no sex, no work movement, something of that sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last one. What are you laughing at?
That's not me.
Was that mystery?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
No,
And Lithium said men are not the majority of voters. Well, but men are the majority of blue collar workers. I mean, you know, men are the ones who uphold society. So theoretically, men could just withhold their labor until certain things get
Yeah, and they should.
you know, which I'm all
There's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
all for shit.
Both are correct.
Yeah,
Both
there's
you
nothing wrong with
have
holding your labor. Fuck it. If you ain't getting nothing, there's no fucking work.
But elites change society, not regular men.
Yeah, you're right. So at the end of the day, it's what it is.
All revolutions were started by
Jay's
elites.
being practical, Mystery being more real idealistic. Long-term root cause. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you in that it's ultimately the men's at fault. Absolutely. I'm just saying that if we're talking about like why one man wouldn't be able to have that effect, like I'm not. Here's what I'm not for. I'm not for like the whole Lawrence Fishburne thing. I'm not for, hey, your daughter is now an OnlyFans girl. She's doing pornography. You fucked up as a man. I think maybe a little bit of that is true, but at the same time, though, the daughter is in such a shitty environment that you could argue that the man, the father, sure, might have had some effect, but ultimately the world, that shit is going to take hold. I think this whole, even when it comes to relationship, this whole being in having frame, being alpha, you can't out alpha fucking Instagram. You can't out alpha fucking society. You can't.
Exactly. That's true.
How you gonna out alpha Instagram when even NBA players' wives and girlfriends are fucking cheating on them? You can't out alpha.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, matter of fact, there was a video, I wish I can find it, where an NBA player was talking. It was a veteran NBA. I don't know which one, but he was saying, yeah, most of y'all with girlfriends, they gonna cheat on you with another NBA player, probably one of your teammates or another nigga from another team.
Literally, look at Russell Wilson, bro. His first girlfriend, his high school sweetheart, was fucking Golden Tate, his teammate. He married that bitch and everything, bro. It's like, bro, can't trust.
So if their girlfriends, so they are genetically alpha males and have more money than most beta providers ever will, and their women are cheating on them on a regular. It's not like you could look at the NBA and say, oh, well, if you're an NBA player or an NFL player or a pro athlete, your chances of your girlfriend cheating on you are about 25% versus you normie where it's about 60%. It's damn near the same percentage of you getting cheated on, whether you're in a professional athlete or just a normal guy. It's about the same fucking percentage. Think about it.
That's true. If these Giga Chads like fucking what Albert West are saying, Tom Brady, Jason Momoa, and Brad Pitt got divorced, there is no hope, right? What hope is there for me, bro? I'm literally 5 out of 5. Like,
There's some truth there, right? What do you do when you're just normal?
Facts. I am literally the most normal man alive, bro. But I'm a black cell, so it's over.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah, I mean, Marquette said in it, Burton, you know, I know he was being kind of critical of both of us, but we are in a short-term culture, but those short-term decisions are gonna have to lead towards things that are long-term, right? So, and I've been telling pro-blacks this for a minute because I talked about some pro-black friends, and I keep telling them, hey, you guys are having problems with your women. You guys stop talking to your women. Stop talking to the black women. Stop talking to these white men. These white men are having the same fucking problems as you. Well, I don't want to pair up with a white man. That's their enemy. Stupid. Yeah.
I'm chilling. Most of my friends are white, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
It's like there's so much beefs in the even in the manosphere, beefs in the black manosphere, beefs in the white manosphere. It's like how y'all got beefs when y'all got the same fucking goal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, men are stupid as fuck, bro.
I mean, stage real about women and then go ahead,
PPJ. Tell me, what do you think of the principal problem of the black community when it comes to this men and women shit? What is it?
One problem is that they don't like each other. I think that black women, Well, and I've said this before. Black women and white men. No, excuse me. Black women and this is a hyperbolic statement. Black women and white plantation owners have the same taste in black men, right? But besides that, I would just say that I think that black women inherently just don't like black men, especially productive black men. There's like this kind of a weird thing with that. I think that black women, I think they resent certain aspects about themselves and how they feel like they need to be. I think there's some self-hatred with them. I think that black men's problem is that they value box over, like they actually damn near worship box.
They do.
And I mean, look, even me. I mean, I've had my issues with that and kind of going back and forth, even myself. And you guys have talked to me on this stream, right? So this is something that I'm not exempt from this really either. Even though I'm for men having purpose beyond women and beyond your relationships, but I think that men worship box, and because they worship box, their women lead the culture. Because if women fuck with it, then that's what you're supposed to be. So if you have a guy, for example, who, you know, is productive in his community, he builds, I don't know, fucking charities and he went to school and blah, 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 but he doesn't get any pussy. The guy who just got fired from UPS who got pussy, that's the man who we should give respect to, not this productive guy who doesn't get any pussy, right? Because again, it's pussy over everything in our community. So I think that, you know, if you have so much dysfunction, it's only going to lead to more dysfunction. But I don't know. I'm pretty much, I mean, whatever Tommy Sotomayor says, I agree with a lot of what he says. Obsidian.
Yeah, but I think you described your problem right there, though, right? Isn't that the principal problem? Is that it is pussy over everything?
Yeah, when it comes to black men, that is one of the fundamental problems with black men, is that they measure their masculinity.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
Well, because a lot of us were raised by women, and because a lot of us don't have economic power, we put our power in our sexuality. We put our power
It has very less to do with economic power. I think it has more to do with being raised by your mother, right? This bitch made.
No, it's an amalgam of things. That could be one element. So if you do not have economic power, then where are you deriving your power? You might derive your power from, okay, I can whoop.
Well, I mean, even honestly, even like peasants on like. You know, I watched some old TV shows like Little House on the Prairie, and if you look at like the father in that show, they weren't rich, but he was a very masculine, strong. At least he exuded masculinity, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did what men have always done, protected, and was a wise man, and you know, obeyed the Lord and all this. He did all this stuff.
Well,
he wasn't a rich man. Like, well, you don't have to be a rich man to be the man, right? To be a man.
No, I'm absolutely. I know.
Like, that's another thing. People attaching their masculinity to their pocketbook all the time. Like, it's not necessarily true.
That's no. You know what? That is absolutely true. But I would say that in the black community, the money is secondary, but that's still a thing too. Because if you're not if you're not making six figures, it's like I said in the chat. If you're not rich, you're broke. So you know, it's
yeah.
Okay,
but,
go ahead.
You know. Just because somebody says something, I don't know. This is weird. Like you're gonna take everything a woman says and just fucking die on those words.
Well, if you're a man who
they don't get to the side. Like that's not their right anymore. It's not their right.
If women, I agree with you. I'm saying if you live in a world where what women say, because they have the pussy, mind you, if they like it,
well, why is it up on the pedestal anyway?
Because again, black men are quote unquote having to derive their masculinity from somewhere.
Why are you deriving it from pussy?
Because our values are fucked up. The black community, like there used to be a point where, you know, you had the church heavily in the black community, right? Like there was a lot of churches. If you go in the hood, there's usually a lot of churches, but most of these churches, when you walk into them, have like 17 people in attendance, probably like 10, and most of them are fucking old as shit, right? So the you know, religion and like those aren't necessarily a staple in black culture. Sexy red is more of a staple in black culture nowadays than Jesus or any god is in today's day and age. Not to get religious, but that's also huge thing. Alaskan, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying you're right. Like sin condemns any nation, but righteousness exalts. So it's like
Yeah, so like the sad part about it is that okay, so like, well, let me ask you a question. Do you personally do you do things to resist that desire to never endingly simp for pussy?
I mean,
uh,
in my own personal life, yeah, and I also try to teach men. I mean, here's one thing I would try to tell men is to be honest with themselves. And one thing that black men don't do is black men are not honest and are not like here, right? Most men are honest about their status in the dating market, right? When it comes to black men, they are not whatso the fuck ever. If you go to any black community, they everybody is getting boxed. Oh, I don't know about you, but I ain't got no problem getting women. It's like, so I, at least in those spaces, try to be honest and try to illustrate like, yo, yeah, just because you might have not had sex in 3 or 4 months, that doesn't mean that you're a piece of shit, because you can be productive in a myriad of ways. Like it, like why is that, like why does that matter? Like if I'm right about this thing, then why does it matter if I haven't done something with a woman in a while? You know what I mean? Like I guess, like, you know, to try to recalibrate how we value and why we respect each other. And for a lot of black men, they are conditioned to respect men primarily based on the amount of women or their relation to women. Man, why should I listen to you, man? You don't get no pussy. That's more of a black man thing. That's not a white man thing. That's something you mostly
Yeah,
see.
well, I guess the fact that that's even being said, I guess if you look at, especially when it's said simply naturally out of the mouths of these of African Americans or blacks, well then it just seems like, is this a simp race?
yeah.
Is that what we're conceding here, that
Wait.
they can't help a simp? Like there's no way to stop simping, that hey man, I literally can't help but fucking just unbelievably run over to a woman and just fall at her feet and until she drops her panties. Is that really the is that it?
I mean, are we asking their black men the simp race? I think that in some ways, yes, but it depends on what you mean by simp. And if you're talking about money, then in some ways, yes, in some ways, no.
Well, I mean, I would almost say, like, if someone's in a, depending on how you view it, it sort of is one of those things where it's like, when you look at the outcomes of like what they do, it sort of is true, right? Where it's like, I see black men dating extremely overweight, white women,
No, it's over.
just land whales.
Same.
I see black men dating extremely overweight black women.
Mm.
I've seen some black men date a few. I've seen one or two. Okay, you got something decent. But it's very rare. I see, like, so odd that I almost never see a normal looking black man, like it's a regular looking black man with a normal looking black woman. Maybe I have, right?
No, you will see it, but usually, I mean, from what I've seen.
So if I've seen it, then if that's the normal, well then God help your soul. All right, like if what I'm seeing out in these black communities is the normal, well, it's gonna be a good old time in the OK Corral.
Yeah.
What do you? I mean, what if this is the normal? If the normal of the black community is absolute unmitigated bullshit chaos, what do you call that? I don't know what to tell you, right? Like if that's the outcome of, like, of this many, what do you call that? I'm not saying what you think I'm saying, but, like, when I look at the outcome, you judge a tree by its fruit, right? When I look at the outcome of the system that was created by the black man and the black woman in tandem, I want to call it, this is what I see. There's nothing there of value, really. You see, the music is arguably, I don't like it. I don't hate it, but there's like just a few songs I can find that are decent. Other than that, it's like, I don't know. But I just look at the, and it's not to say the white race is perfect either.
Well, let me ask you.
You can tear them apart all fucking day long. Same with the Hispanics. Same with the Asians somewhat. But at the end of the day, like, when I look at the outcomes of a certain group of people and I see absolute chaos and destruction and mayhem, and we can talk about the cause of that mayhem and cause of why they're doing that, sure, certainly. But
I mean, we're talking about like crime and all that, then yeah, I mean, there is a correlation. because you mentioned Hispanics, and I mean with Hispanic men, I mean their women usually, I mean there's like the whole gordita thing, right? I mean there's kind of that, but at the very least with their women seem to have a level of respect for those men, and they tend to get married, so there's at least a somewhat traditional structure there, right?
Yeah, why do you think that is?
Because they're Catholic.
I think that might be go with upbringing. I'm not quite sure.
Why do they keep bringing upbringing? What is the upbringing an extension of at the end of the day? The way you're brought up is the byproduct of what?
Culture?
Yeah.
What's culture a byproduct of?
Yeah, you could say people.
Elite.
Okay, so like, I mean, this always runs back to people, right? So if the culture is absolute garbage, and the culture comes from the people, well then fuck.
Well, see,
what do you want me to do?
I think
and that's
culture
what
comes
I
from
didn't
the
want to
elite.
speak. He goes to someone in the chat because that's why I didn't want to speak too much on Hispanic because I don't really have like I don't think like a necessarily a in-depth analysis on that. But he said Hispanic women all want toxic men. They said all the time, at least Hispanic American ones. So I can't really. Yeah, I know she might be right. I don't know. Black women lost respect for black men during slavery times and has been a rap for them since.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too.
DJ talked about that.
Asian shit, too.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
It's just that no one wants black women. If white men started, like,
Right.
so, like I think Mystery said this before, it's like if white men started wanting black women, shit, black women would be fucking hit.
Rap. It's a like
a rap.
It's a it'll be so much a rap. It'll be because here's why it'll be like a rap, right? Because you can have a dude who looks like Michael Cera with like a harem of decent looking black women.
Yeah,
Like he could have like at least a few on deck who know about each other, and just the fact that he's like white and maybe he has a little bit of maybe there's like a touch of swag to him, the black woman will find it amusing that they're sharing this dude.
look at Jack Harlow. I mean, he's not Michael Cera tier, but like still, dude acts black. It gets all the fuck. It's like, oh my fucking gosh. It's like, wow, it's fucking crazy. If Eminem liked black women, I don't think he does, but like the same thing would happen with him.
Not any of them, yeah. I mean, look what happened with that Travis Kelce guy, right?
Dude, and all the black women are raging, bro. It's hilarious. I'm like, thank you, Travis Kelce. I love seeing
and black men, and because black men, I mean, you look, black men, we also cope super fucking hard. Most black men aren't aware of that. Do you know that? Like most black men believe that black women love them, and they have no idea that if even the most basic looking white man gave them a chance, they're fucking taking it. Like they don't like know this. Like they believe that
college campus, bro. I see it every day. I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself, bro. I was just like, wow. If only if my dad was white, I would be white. Over. Sorry. You can continue.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's that was probably the one black billing thing for me recently, which was seeing all these, white male, Asian female couples and like in just abundance, and realizing that JBW was, I think JBW to me is one of the biggest pillars of the black pill.
The race pill, bro.
Yeah, the race pill is because the reason why is because even red pill guys are aware that looks is more important. Like they get it because red pillers still use Chad, they still use Tyrone, like they still use that, right? They may not necessarily talk about the hair pill necessarily, but they understand that looks is of high importance. They may not want to admit it still, but a lot of them are getting on board. But that race pill, boy.
Yeah. The race pill is real. It is what it is.
Dude, that's what made me a race realist in real life. I'm like, holy shit. And me looking into more eugenics research.
You can't unsee it, dude.
And I'm just like, I can't unsee it now. Oh my gosh.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mother of all pills equals race.
I know, right? Bro, wait. Hitler was
And the
right.
sad part is, once you get past the race pill, you still got to get past the face pill next.
Then the face pill. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
I knew it was.
a lot of black men. It's like a lot of black men don't even get to a point, or not even black. Just fuck that. Just other races of men don't even get to that threshold of a woman even considering that man just based on the race. And it's weird, and we don't like to talk about it, and women especially don't, because women, and you've never heard a white woman say or you rarely hear it, that they do not date anybody who's not white. They don't say it, but for most of them it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But you never hear them talk about it. You know.
Shit, bro, dude. What? That's why I don't shit on white women too much, because like at least they're loyal somewhat to their own men, right? But ethnic bitches, well, white women are retarded because they let migrants and shit into their countries. They're retarded for other reasons, but
Yeah,
at least
they
they're
are.
loyal to their own men, right? And dating market sort of. But ethnic women, bro, those bitches are fucking race traders.
Wait, who? Yeah, well, yeah. Asian women are Asian women. I think
Ultimate
are,
race
yeah,
trader.
yeah.
The
They're
ultimate,
the
bro.
worst.
It's like, damn, I feel so bad for Asian guys, bro. I thought we had it. I thought us black cells. I'm a mixed cell, but still, they would consider me a black cell. But you know, it's over for Asian guys for the most part.
Oh man. Oh, Mystery, I was gonna ask before, because I'm leaving in a bit. Did you see that Wee Waffles interview that he did with this OnlyFans lawyer chick?
Nah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't that compelling. It was an interview. It was a debate. This woman, she's called like the 304 lawyer. She's like a person who was a lawyer but now is a big titty OnlyFans girl. And Wee Waffles did like this debate, and she was almost kind of giving him a run for his money a little bit. I mean, she's been on like Fresh and Fit. She's been on like with the whatever podcast and stuff like that. I was like, okay, who is this? Somebody? But it was like, I don't know. It wasn't all that interesting. He also did. Wee Waffles also did one with that Turbo Black Pill as well.
Yeah, I watched part of that one a little bit.
Yeah. I would like to debate Wee Waffles just to talk, because he never talks about the race pill in his videos. Because I'm willing to bet you his girlfriend is Asian. I'm willing to bet.
Oh, dude, I want to know actually. Probably
Yeah.
is. Dude.
Hey, Doomer said, never seen a regular black square guy in his 20s with a black woman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be. I guess that would be me, but I don't have any. I'm for TFL. Honestly, I just don't care at this point. Yeah, it's like it's not gonna happen. So why even try anymore? I tell that to my parents, and they don't understand.
You said you got rejected not recently. Like, what happened with what happened with
Dude,
that?
I keep asking. I don't know why. I'm not a Chad. I don't know why I keep asking for like I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I keep asking like, oh, these chicks, like if they want to go on a coffee date, like just to talk and shit, I'll get them a coffee, of course. But I forgot. You're not Chad. You can't do that.
Wait, what? Like, what you talk to these people like in person?
Yeah,
or
in person.
Like what happened?
She just looked at me like, nah, I have a boyfriend. I was like, all right, okay, fine. It's okay. At least it's not the most terrible getting like, ooh, but it's like, damn, I keep hearing that all the time. It's like, what the fuck? I thought she was like, I keep thinking that just because a woman talks to you, like it's something in my head. I don't know why.
Well,
It's like,
you think you see the opportunity. I mean, I don't think there's like, what you gotta understand is that like what you're doing isn't, I don't think is wrong or not natural. It's a natural thing. You're just competing in an impossible dating market where even Chads are having to, even they're taking L's now. So you're not, it's not. This is natural.
It's like, where the fuck do you like? I'm seeing everybody, even the most mid-looking like dudes ever. Like they're skinny. It's like they kind of look fucking funny. They're like they have girlfriends. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, like what am I doing wrong?
It's not about what you're doing wrong. It's just you know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, but it's like how, bro. I'm trying to work. No, dude, this is why I just go to the gym so I don't go fucking insane at this point. Honestly, it's the only reason. I don't give a fuck about self-improvement.
Are the gyms full of people?
Yeah, the gyms are full. Like, it's just dudes, really. It's like there's a couple girls there, but
Anybody just hitting the weights hard?
just hitting the weights, bro. It's at this point, just hitting the weights.
Based.
Because what else is? If I don't, I'm just gonna be fucking depressed 24/7. I don't enjoy anything else anymore. It's like
It's your personality, bro.
I don't know anymore. I thought like maybe I just get the number if she likes you. No, even chicks, they'll give me their Instagram, but I'm like, that doesn't matter anymore. It's like, fuck. I got numbers before.
No, nothing matter. Yeah, no, I got a number recently, and
it still doesn't fucking matter.
No, it doesn't. Like it's to a point where you remember. I don't know. I'm not sure if you've had this recently, where you get a girl's number, you would at least have like a conversation. You would at least have the opportunity to fuck up in a text conversation before they ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might text her that first day, she would text back, you would have a conversation of some sort. You have another one, and then she ghosts you. That shit doesn't even happen no more. Where it's like you can go back and be like, okay, well maybe I might have over texted here or said whatever the fuck, or I don't fucking know. That doesn't even happen. I can't remember the last time where I've even had a decent, got her number, we're texting, everything is pretty good. Oh man, she ghosted. Okay. Doesn't even happen. That doesn't even happen no more,
bro. And especially like when I almost did, I kind of did go on like a sort of like pseudo, like she bought all her friends around. I was like, oh, okay, that's like, I guess she doesn't trust me. She thinks I'm fucking weird or some shit. It's like, why the fuck just say no at that point? It's like, do you want to vet me or some shit? It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay.
Mister, I sent you this Austin. It's very quick, but there's something in it that's he's been recommending in my feeds recently. I'm not sure. You've heard of the guy. It's one of those like those
I don't get women. I don't understand them actually. I just don't. I don't know if it's because I just have a male brain. It's just I just don't understand that shit.
Don't understand what?
The millions of emotions and the millions of fucking hints they think they're showing you, and you don't understand that either. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck a smile means. It's like, okay,
how tall is
smile
Austin?
at people.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like,
Austin is probably like 6'1" or 6 feet.
no, that's fucking Tyrone right there.
But if I was, here's what I would do to make myself more attractive. If you're 5'7" or below, the dating game is going to be slightly more difficult for you. But that
Slightly. Slightly.
your height. So that means wearing shoes with a thicker sole, or even getting a pair of 1 inch or 2 inch lifts within your shoes alongside with wearing a higher sole, so that you're on a daily basis at least 3 to 4 inches higher than what you actually are. This is not necessarily insecurity, this is just enhancement. The same way that girls wear makeup, guys wear lifts. The next thing I would do is make sure that my proportions in terms of my style is more flattering to make myself look taller. You can do this by making sure that your legs always look longer than your torso and you don't have sort of even proportions. Lastly, I will maximize every other area of myself so that my height doesn't matter. Do all these things as a short king, you'll see more.
Oh boy.
You have to do all that shit to get a girl who's been run through by 700 niggas before you. That's so fucking over, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
You have to become God. I don't even think Jesus Christ could get a fucking woman in this fucking society, bro. If he wanted to. I don't think he could. It's impossible. Slightly, bro. So fucking over.
Look, it's incel waffles. Just carry a ladder around, bro.
Just carry a ladder around, bro.
Look at the GTA random character face, dude.
I'm starting to think that only men go to heaven. Only men go to heaven, dude. Honestly, I'm starting to think.
You gotta do a million things to get pussy. That just fell into some dude's lap.
Facts. It's like, fuck, is it even worth it at this point, bro?
Mm,
Is it even worth it?
shouldn't be this hard.
I'm not saying I won't work a little, but like that shit, a million fucking things to get used pussy? Damn. Paying full price for used, bro. It's like, dog, bro. Women embrace the serpent first. That's real as fuck, bro. This is why women don't go to heaven.
I just the reason why I like watching Austin Dunham shit. It's always funny to see Chaz and Tyrone's talk about this shit because they're always gonna like they can't talk about it from like a point of like realism because they're only seeing stuff through like their perspective as a Chad or Tyrone. So like the shit is like when like another classic and mystery. I'm telling you, bro, like. Somebody has to go through your streams and like clip certain shit. When you were talking about what's that fucking guy's name? Fuck, Justin Waller. You remember that? You remember that Justin Waller clip?
Jog my memory again.
The Justin Waller clip when he was talking about how easy it is to get a woman even if you're like broke and how like I just go to the fucking grocery store, man. I had girls everywhere, and you was like, man, that shit was hella. You don't remember that shit, Justin Waller?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is that when you hear like Chaz and Tyrone's like have these conversations, that this shit is always like unintentionally funny, at least for me. Ted Scholar said Austin is black pill too. He got a nose job the moment he started getting wow. I didn't know he got a nose job. I thought wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think you are gonna start seeing more and more men I mean, hair transplants or nose jobs, cheek. I mean, I think you're gonna start to see that explode.
Honestly, every day I wonder like, why did God create man? Why did he create us? Like every day. It's like, and then why did he take my rib?
A talking. Imagine losing to a talking rib.
I lost to a talking rib. Oh my fucking God.
What the fuck?
It's so over.
You lost to a talking rib.
It's a fucking one big prank. God, loser. Oh man, I might have to read the Book of Job again. Just to.
Yeah, read it again.
I might have to read it.
I mean, if I don't want to get too biblical, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, the purpose was to glorify God, I believe.
It was. That's purpose. That was the purpose.
And glorify God with our lives and live according to what
his tenets and he put
that's
what purpose was.
And then to live a life to glorify God. I mean, be fruitful and multiply. So I mean, live a good life. Work hard, have many kids. Raise your kids in the church I think it's relatively simple. I mean,
yeah, that's why he created us. But fucking thanks to fucking our
but because we fell, because Adam was the first simp, we then ruined it, and we went into that trajectory, and then Jesus had to come back and make that shit right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because all of us deserve to go to hell, and if Jesus didn't come back,
yes, yeah.
So that was where we were all destined to. So it's like, fuck, damn, that nigga Jesus, that's a great nigga right there, bro. I keep it real.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I was talking to a friend of mine. I mean, a lot of
Kevin Midbanks, bro. Be fruitful and multiply, not fruity and block.
Mog Maxer says something that's absolutely correct. If women had to deal with hair loss like men, there would be a cure already. Absolutely.
Oh, 100%, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, there would be a cure. If the average woman got to live 1 month as a man on Jeepers Creepers type shit, they would off themselves. Yeah, well, we see it already with trans men.
Bro, how stupid do you have to be, bro? I just don't get that shit. It's like, bro, you just chose to live a hard mode on veteran. That's like voluntarily going from creative to survival mode. It's like, bro.
Well, I mean, obviously, them being trans, but at the same time, they're also told that men have all this privilege. But the fucked up thing is that like once they transition, they realize like, oh shit, you mean everything that these MRAs and people are saying was all true? And then you try to talk about it, but no one at that point gives a fuck at that point. So it's kind of like, oh wow. And then they get depressed and some of them off themselves. Yeah, Chip Scholar said female to male.
Mando. I'm starting to think Canaanite women are somewhere in the Middle East. Perhaps in a country called I won't finish that statement because my lawyers advised me not to.
Yeah, I mean, women don't understand like it how, because the thing about like being a man is that everything in your life it's not just the stuff with dating, man. That's just one thing.
Everything is hard.
Yeah, everything in your life is exceedingly more difficult. Getting that business off the ground is more difficult. Getting that loan is more difficult. Getting into school is more difficult. Getting that job is everything in life. Everything. And that's why we take offense when Me Too was picking off these men, is because when we look at a man, even if a man that we don't necessarily like all that much, you can still respect that man because he's successful. I mean, like men, like even if you're a man who doesn't necessarily like Trump or whoever the fuck, even if it's Obama, whatever, you can still respect that man. You can still have a modicum of respect because that man had to work hard. I mean, say what you will about Fresh and Fit. I still got respect for those guys, even if I'm not, even if they, might be lame in this area or what have you.
I'll be back.
What's up, Mystery?
He said I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah. Same with Kevin Samuels. Same with even somebody like fucking Raul Tomasi or whoever. I still got a modicum of Donovan Sharp. I still got, I do. Even if I don't agree.
I think they're Simpson Cox, but
right.
Yeah,
but when we take a look at somebody like a Pearl, right? Even though I don't necessarily mind Pearl, her trajectory, I think she did probably work hard, but let's be honest, somebody like King Riches has been putting in work way before a fucking Pearl. And look at Pearl's progress versus his progress. And shout out to King Riches. I'm because he was talking about this in the stream the other day. I'm just saying.
100% correct, man. It's like shit. You can put in. A man has to crawl to what a woman. No. A man has to sprint. Is that the saying? Like literally sprint to what a woman can walk to. Is that the saying? Did I get that right?
Maybe not sprint. I mean, I would more so say climb. Like
Climb
for men, it's a climb. If you're a regular guy, unless your dad got some money or something, more than likely you're not going to have fucking equipment. You're going to have to climb with your bare hands, barefoot. You know what I'm saying? And then a woman can just take the elevator.
She could just be like, niggas is climbing Mount Everest.
I mean, for the most part, and we see this in how women treat money versus how men treat money. And unfortunately, and this is the weakness of men, the main time where men will spend money
is on a woman
in a frivolous way is for a woman, because of that sex drive, because of that, that is and will always be that weakness. It's like Samson in the Bible. It's like where was his weakness? He was the strongest man, one of the strongest men to ever live, and he let go of his strength because of a woman.
Of the pussy.
Right.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, the Bible was so black pilled, and it was just at the end it's white pilled, but throughout the Bible it's black pilled. It's like, holy shit. It's
Fried Fetus said, "You're wrong. You got to climb with no hands." I think. Well, I'll say this. If you're, I think maybe if you're like sub 5, you got to climb with no hands. I think Chad is climbing with his hands because it's even difficult for a Chad. Shit.
True.
For a Chad is still, for a Chad to be a captain of industry, he still have to put in a lot of work and a lot of time. It might have been a little bit easier because he looks good, but still.
That's very true, man, Amando. That's why we'll never, like, it's so true.
You know, and I'm not trying to say that women have like this incredibly easy life. It's just that
Shit's easier than mine.
yeah, well, it's just that nowadays. I mean, you got women nowadays who, because one thing I noticed being in my 20s, at least prior, was that there were far more women coming out of college who had their own spots than men. I noticed,
I still live with my parents.
you know, but I'm saying this is that women can say, "Oh man, I have $17 in my bank account," and be at the Drake concert a week later.
Damn.
How the fuck she at the Drake concert? How the fuck did she? Right.
I scrounged up $3,000 just to fucking waste that shit on gas money, bro, to travel up and back to school, bro. I have nothing left. Gas money, rent. Well, my parents let me pay a little rent. Food, it's fucking over.
David Zambrano says, "Yeah, a lot of work like Jeremy Meeks." But Jeremy Meeks is like in the top 1 or 2% of them.
2% men, yeah.
We're talking about men in general. You know, and also tell me one thing that we need to do as men is that we got to stop. I know we talk about the Chaz and Tyrones. Those are still I think we need to start judging each other based on the norm as opposed to what the fuck that the Chaz and Tyrones are doing. Because
True.
and CGA talked about this, you can't be a Chad or Tyrone genetically. You can't work out and be one. You can't money max and be one. You can't. You can't. You can't go back and change your genetic makeup, because if you did, you would have been a different fucking person. You can't be that guy ever.
You're not that guy, pal.
You know, like what an alpha male is and what a beta male is not something that you act. It's not something that's a necessarily behavior. I mean, it's kind of related to behavior, but it's something that you just are.
Shit, yeah, you're right. You know when a fucking alpha walks in the fucking.
You know what an alpha when an alpha, right? Look at a person who's in the NFL versus look at a person who's in the computer lab. You know, at your fucking community college. You look at these two. Go to a comic book store on a Friday and look at the people who are playing fucking D&D. Look at their eyes. Look at their bone structure. Go to an NFL combine and look at their bone. You can see the difference. It's easy. A baby can see a baby. If you were to put a fucking 8-year-old, show them a picture. Who's the alpha male? Who's the beta? And you could tell them, okay, an alpha is this and a beta is that. They get it.
No gym for your jeans.
No gym for your jeans.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Chip Skylark said, honestly, if they were Chaz, they wouldn't be watching CGA
in
the first place. Exactly. I think that if you, I'm not going to completely say, because I do think in mystery school you categorize yourself as either a Tyrone or a Tyrone Light, but generally speaking, for the most part, if you watch any of this content, if you're a part of the manosphere, if you're heavily in it, I think you're damn near disqualified from just calling yourself a straight up Chad or a Tyrone, generally speaking. I don't think that makes any fucking sense, because if you're a Chad or a Tyrone, you more than why would you end up watching a Sandman video?
That's real. I know I wasn't, so I knew that right away though. I was like, shit, I know I'm not a fucking Chad or a Tyrone. Fuck, I knew I was probably like a 5. I said women aren't fucking, they don't notice me. They're not disgusted and they're not fucking attracted. I was like,
no, but the last thing, even if you're a person who's had some like guys who have dated women, have had some success with women, but that success is dwarfed by the amount of L's that you've taken, you're still going to end up on a Sandman. You're still going to end up watching Sandman at the end of the day, because for every W that you take, you take 20 L's.
Yeah.
Anyway, even if you're in a relationship, you get cheated on, she fucks on some other guy, she dumps you for no fucking reason, right? The day after you spend $1,000 on a fucking camping trip or some shit, like, even if you are successful, that still doesn't make you a fucking Chad or a Tyrone. A Chad or a Tyrone are guys who have been fucking since they were damn near 14 years old, and in problems with attracting women is as fucking foreign as it's like alien to them.
Yeah. And it's so hard, like they're talking about chemicals in the water. That does play a part in your environment and why people are so fucking weak nowadays. Or at least some people. Well, majority of people are so fucking weak nowadays. But it's like, how can we like we can't get rid of it 100% of the times because that shit, the healthy shit is expensive or so hard to find.
David Zambrano says a lot of men seek the truth even if they are genetically privileged. I would agree with you, but if you are a Chad, I don't see why he would need to seek the truth with women when he has very little incentive to. Because how often does a Chad like end up like getting cheated on? He is going to get cheated on, but he's not gonna take enough L's to send him to Donovan Sharp's last video talking about fucking womanese. You know what I mean, Alaskan, or you think I'm wrong?
No, I know you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. It's like why a Chad would never come into this space. Why? He doesn't take, like you said, he doesn't take fucking L's.
Like if a Chad, like it's kind of like this, right? If a Chad
my life has been one big L. That's why I'm here.
like look, think about it, right? If a Chad gets into a relationship, so the first two, like let's just take college, like fuck all the high school shit. Let's just take college, right? If Chad is Chad for his first 2 years of college, he is fucking a lot of hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Chads tend to get married, I would argue, and settle down a little bit quicker because they've had so many hoes that it's like, okay, let me try to be in relationships, because I think most Chads and Tyrones are for the most part blue pilled, right?
I think so.
Let's say they get into a relationship their junior or senior year, right? And let's just say that woman cheats on them and it breaks their heart. Do you know what that Chad is going to do before they even begin to type into YouTube, why did my woman cheat on me? What would Chad do?
He's going to play the field again.
Right. It wouldn't even occur to him, because to him, all the answer was, I just picked the wrong woman.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a normie, once a normie gets dumped by his girlfriend, he goes back in the dating landscape and he takes a lot of L's, and then he's going to have to resort to the YouTube search engine.
That was me. That was me during my like a year or two ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost 22. Holy shit! I just realized it. It's so fucking over. I graduate next semester.
Oh man!
Oh my god.
Well, good luck to you on that. Chip Skylark said they get married sooner because they have so many options and women treat them like gods. Yeah. You know, and it's so weird that women, because men are not that complicated, right? So it's kind of like,
really hard.
What's up?
The men aren't really complicated.
No, not really.
Easy to read men.
Because even Chads, I mean, say what you say, because we do say, oh man, why did Chads don't get married because they got so many options? But a lot of Chads and a lot of those guys do get married though. You know what I mean? Like they still get some of those guys, especially guys in like they still get married. They still end up in relationships and end up wanting one woman still. Martin Goldberg says, where do the beta cuck shenanigans fit into this picture? What do you mean by that? Is that the real Martin Goldberg? I don't know.
Who's Martin Goldberg?
Not gonna lie, it's way harder to get women after school. Yeah. And I would say, man, this is the reason why, like, I fought the red. I think the red pill has led a lot of men astray. College is the best environment for you to find a woman like bar fucking none. This whole notion of wait until you got money and your value increases. That is just for the vast majority of men a good load of BS.
Dude, and my fucking dad is the one who fucking said this. He's like, "Oh, take care of your business now and have success later." Blah, kept drilling that shit over my head.
No.
And then I realized when looking at Bible content, I'm like, "Oh."
Well, the reason why this was capped is because those men only took into account you as a man, but not the women, and and especially depending upon what type of woman, etc. Because obviously most women in college are they're getting railed and they're partying. They're not serious.
Yeah.
However, that is still a ripe environment to meet someone, even despite that, because once you get out of that environment, it's and I'd also say too, man, to give the red pillars a bit of grace. I don't even think the red pillars could have predicted how bad it would have gotten between in the past 10 years. I don't think they could have predicted OnlyFans. I don't think they could have predicted the dating apps. I don't think they could have predicted male thirst going off getting so bad. So I'm not going to completely fault them, but they did lead men astray.
Led my dumbass astray. That's all I can say.
Lithium said
the boomer literally preached the opposite of what they did. My dad was literally the fucking, oh my gosh.
Chip said MGTOW predicted all this though. I think they predicted some of that. Yeah, they did predict some stuff. I'm not going to say that they haven't predicted a lot, but who predicted OnlyFans? Like, who could have predicted that that women would opt into pornography at such a casual rate and would render you as a quote unquote beta bucks man basically
the Bible,
basically powerless. You know what I mean?
The Bible, bro. It's all in there. It's all in there.
Yeah, Melanie says the boomer literally preached the opposite of what they did. Business first, girls later. Meanwhile, they were going to limited parties, taking drugs, and hooking up all day long. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Chip Skylark. CJ predicted the monetization of women years ago. Yeah, you're right. He did. He did. Absolutely. He did. Yeah. The de-evolution. He did. Gotta give him his credit. Yeah, so I could be wrong. Maybe that was something that was predicted by. Yeah, okay. Fried Fetus Leader said they have their weird spin on it. For example, men are choosing not to date women, bro. Yeah, that's a bunch of fucking crap. So much cap.
Yeah,
men are stepping away from the dating market, and it's so weird because people would write these articles. MGTOW guys would post these articles. Guys like Better Bachelor would be like, yeah, men are just walking away. And then you just ask any woman, and that is not their reality whatsoever. Men are walking away from dating, but then on the other side of it, you can find a myriad of women on TikTok talking about I've been on 50 dates in a month. But men are walking away from dating. Think about it. Alaskan.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. My bad.
No, yeah, I was. I was saying that my point is that people, the MGTOW guys, are saying that men are walking away from dating. Which I'm not saying there's no truth in that, but on the other side of it, you're seeing TikToks of women talking about I've gone on 50 dates in a month.
Damn. Shit, I haven't been on it what you would call a date like at all, honestly. I wouldn't call any of the like dates in quotation dates. They weren't dates. What the fuck? They're just like, bro, I've been zero. I would give myself zero. Fuck that. No. Damn, this bitch has been 50 dates in a month. I've been on zero my life. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm just realizing that it's just fucking shit. Men aren't walking away. We're being fucking pushed away. We're getting fucking thrown in the fucking dumpster.
Chip
In the
Skylar
landfill.
said most men will never get 20 in a lifetime. Yeah, I think I don't know if that's if Chip, is that a real I'm not saying it isn't. Is that a real statistic? Or is that based in any reality? I would love to know how many dates your average man in his 20s go on. I think it would be very, very, very little. Lithium said college is still very competitive because every Becky and Meiling want the chattiest, earning, high potential white male. Yeah, you know. Okay. Yeah. Look, I think if you're a white guy in college, you can still get you. I think you can still get you up. Sure, all the women are still going to want the chads, but you can still get yourself I've
seen it. Yeah.
You can still compete for a decent looking Asian woman. I think at the very least.
Even like your average white women too. I've seen average white guys with their looks match.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, I understand this. White men have the greatest a white man has the best chance of getting with his looks match than any other demographic of men.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. I've seen it in college.
Yeah. Like white women might be the most. I'm not trying to praise them because I think that they got
problems,
but they have the most reasonable. They're the most reasonable of the women. I mean, what do you think about that, Mystery? Is there any truth in that?
White women?
I'm asking. Well, actually, that might not even be true. That white women might be the most reasonable of the women in the West, but I don't even think that's true. I think that might be Hispanic women.
Well, Hispanic women, that's not like a whole like. It's just they all speak Spanish. There's different groups of Spanish women, right? You have, Spanish people attest to this, right? So
yeah, I'm being super general. Yeah.
Depending on what country you're in.
Yeah. Spec Streamer says I disagree. Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I think I'm probably wrong. I was just thinking out loud. Just because white women, like Alaskan said, they're more likely to get what they're more likely to get with their looks matched than I don't want to say than a black woman, because I think that the problem is with black women is that so many of them are overweight that there really isn't this whole looks match thing in the black community, because an average black man who's like in decent shape would have to get with a big black woman.
Bro, what's the fucking point, dude? What is the
Wait, Jeff Skylark said white men have an ethnic safety
blanket in case they fail. It's real as fuck. Highlighted.
Oh my god, yo, an ethnic. Wait, Chip, please, man, Chip. I hope you get on the fucking on the chat, bro. I hope you get on the stream, bro. The link is right there. An ethnic safety blanket,
bro. That's
reality
real.
Is that?
Oh god,
that's a lie, aren't?
Oh.
He ain't never lie, I tell you that. He ain't never lie. Chip Skylark.
An ethnic safety blanket, but that is a fucking exact. And I've said that. Look, I think that Asian women are the reason why you're not getting as many, what I'm saying, deletions, if you will. I think that they're like the they're holding strong. Dallas Looks Master says some escorts even reject black men. No, the answer is actually most escorts reject black men. So
no way. What?
Not some. Yeah, most. Yeah.
What the fuck? You can't even get your pay to get your rocks up, bro. Fuck it over.
it's yeah, and especially black women. Yeah. Most for black women, especially like in these they're out in the street and shit like that. Most of their clients are that they accept are white men and different demographics of men, not black.
Oh my gosh.
Joel Gibson said, "Why is white men the most likely to be school shooters?" Then I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. Is that could be true?
Bro, you might as
I would say maybe the reason why they're most likely to be school shooters is probably because there's more white men in the West. There's more white men in the West.
there might be more Muhammad in the West coming up. in
Probably.
a couple decades, there might be more Muhammad in the West.
I thought escorts should charge a black tax for brothers. No, because they from what I saw this on World, so they were doing like these street interviews, and one woman said that she got sexually they say that that black men are more likely to sexually assault them and grape and things of that nature, so they just avoid them altogether.
Damn, it's so fucking. I hate that. Why the damn, bro? What the fuck? Why do black people do this? Like, it's just such a bad fucking thing. God, it's literally the curse of Ham, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking literally.
What is?
Oh my gosh. You're good. You're not. You're just still struck with the fucking black. Ah, damn. Never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Spectrum said, "Are shootings in the hood considered mass shootings?" They're not. Yeah, those shootings, on July 4th weekend in Chicago, it's
Just normal.
It's it's not. We don't count those, but so
Shit. The fucking hood shouldn't be considered a fucking war zone most of the fucking time, bro. They should send in the fucking U.S. Army to deal with that shit, but nope. Nope. Nah. Youth violence, bro. Just
Youth
young
violence. Yeah.
killing each other, same, just normal shit, right? This is so fucking bad, bro.
I gotta give fucking Chip Skylark his flowers for that comment, bro.
That was a good comment.
Because we've always kind of said that, but how he presented it is absolutely. And there's like a few different ethnic blankets. There's you can go the Asian route, you can go the black route. There's always something for
Hispanic
you.
route.
Yeah,
Fucking
Hispanic route. Yeah.
man, bro. Fuck off, bro.
And you can like upgrade. It's like they can. It's like that white guy. He'd be like, oh man, like Becky dumped me and she's like a 6, but then you turn around and you got yourself a fucking Asian 7. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Wow. Damn.
Upgrade.
For
Upgrades,
real.
people.
Yeah,
Upgrades.
and then or they can get themselves a black woman who's a 7.5 or an 8, and then that black woman would turn around talking about, this white man treats me so fucking well. White men treat me so good, and blah 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 blah, and I never had a black man treat me this way. But it's like, with that, because you're the finest woman that this fucking white man has ever had.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
And that's why I tell black women, I'm like, hey, I told black women, hey, get yourself a white man. I'm all for it, because I think it works in both your favors. You get yourself your white man and your mixed kid, and he gets himself a black woman who's attractive. Win-win. And she respects you. Win-win.
Shit. Honestly, I'm taking the Zeke route when it comes to the black race. I'm not taking the Aaron route. I'm taking the Zeke route.
What does that mean?
From AOT, Zeke is like trying to sterilize the entire Eldian race.
Oh, damn. Dallas Looks Maxwell said escorting needs to be legalized and regulated. Some president needs to sign an affordable bust a nut act. Screw the Affordable Care Act and Rescue America Plan. Yeah, the Bust a Nut Act. Yo, if they did a Bust a Nut Act, bro. Yeah, the Bust a Nut Act. If they sign the Bust a Nut Act,
bro, I'd be free. Freedom, bro. I would vote for that man every day of my life. I'd be like, he's a hero.
Oh man, the Bust a Nut Act. Hey, but let me ask you this, and this is probably like my favorite black pill like kind of conversation, is talking about the legalization of all this stuff that we talk about. But when do you think that is something like that is actually going to come to like is actually going to get on like a ballot? Like when will this stuff start to become political, and it gets to a point where whether it's, I don't know, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, somebody says, hey, we gotta propose this Bust a Nut Act, and we're gonna say, wow, do you remember when we were talking about this back in those the mystery streams back in the day?
Right.
True sales get $1,000 nut check.
The league will left behind.
Wait, sexual reparations, the Coomer rights bill, the no, wait, OG says the No Ink Will Left Behind Act. Oh god,
That's good. The Coomer stimulus check.
If anything, those bills will be. Wait, Joel Gibson is taking us back to reality.
Damn it, Joel.
He says, if anything, there would be bills passed against incels.
Joel hating ass nigga, bro.
The blue balls matter.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, these guys are funny, man.
Oh yeah, they're really funny. I wish I can pull up like the fucking the thing. They're so good. They're so
I'll
good.
be tearing up here, bro.
Yeah. Joel said no, because Joel is right. He says maybe if the replacement rate becomes near zero, well, shit, we're about to be there, bro.
Shit, it's basically almost there.
Exactly. Right. Oh
Shit,
god.
not even the immigrants are having kids.
Yeah. Ink wills matter. Chat is spitting. No, they absolutely are, bro. The monthly prostitute stipend. Yeah.
Facts.
Oh man.
Chat is on fire, bro. These niggas need to come on the chat stream.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, shit.
It can't be funny on stream, bro. Come on.
Oh my god. I mean, look, I don't think that we're that far off from something happening, just because OnlyFans is becoming more and more of the. I think we're getting to a point where, maybe somebody in the chat can give a more accurate assessment. At least 1 in 4, 1 in 5 women in their 20s is a pseudo sex worker, right?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think so. You see, most of these bitches got OnlyFans in their bios and their Instagram bios. Like at least the hot one. No, even your average ones have OnlyFans in their Instagram bios. Shit, bro, it's like the I Can't Breed Act. That's literally me. I'm gonna need that act. I can't breed. But yeah, I think you're right, BPJ. That makes sense to me.
I Can't Breed Act. Yeah, I gotta go handle a family issue, but
Well, yeah, dude, go.
yeah, but yeah, appreciate you having me on, Mystery. I might come back maybe a little later. I just got just handle some stuff, but appreciate you guys.
Later, BPJ.
Chad was on point. Mystery, appreciate your platform, buddy.
BPJ, you're the GOAT. All right. Well, I gotta go eat, so I'll be back, Mystery.
Yo, I just got back. What's up? Oh shit, everyone left. The Built Breed Better Act. Hashtag I Can't Breed. Even better curry salad. My God. What do they do with the grapes? Anything good on YouTube? I'll be back. Okay. Good shit. What's the point anymore? I'm basically a mistow at this point. Even if you get a GF, you still have to walk on eggshells. Never ends. Think how it does Geomax, Smash Escorts, or something. I don't know. Man. Pro escorts are hella expensive though. Yeah, well. Even then, well, what even is the point in this? Yeah, just get married and have kids, right? It's over. Is it really over, guys? Was it just a new beginning, right? You want to come on? What's up, dude?
Hey man, not much. So I have some friend group drama to tell you about
All right, dude. What's going on?
related to the black pill. So I shared a 4chan thread, at least screenshots of a 4chan thread, with my friend group, which I got two friends in this group. One is Red Pill. He watches Rolo and Fresh and Fit, and the other one I'd say is Purple Pilled. Because whenever me and my red pill friend would discuss these talking points, yeah, he would always chime in with some sort of like, "Oh, well, not all women are like that," or "Where's your study to back that up?" That kind of shit. It's just so fucking annoying. So of course, I probably, shouldn't have ever shared this with normoids like that, but so this 4chan post is pretty much about like the expansion of the dating market from local to global. With social media, you have access to more people than just your community. So instead of kind of fighting over the five chads in your small town, now it's, global chads are your competition, which I didn't think this was really that controversial or, really that, too new of news. I figured that would be pretty obvious, but, my friend, of course, he comes at me with, okay, here's the text. He says, they need to stop having these philosophical debates on the problems of women and find a better hobby. One of these guys seems to be older, still wondering about girls from high school meet new people. Of course, that is just an appeal to emotion. Like, why are you talking about that? Why do you care about it? Which that's just, stupid logic, people can care about whatever they want to care about.
Yeah, I would say so. There's nothing wrong with that. People have different priorities and stuff, right?
Yeah. So and he sends me the gif of Peter Griffin. Oh my God, who the hell cares? So I send him back a the smug soy jack that says, but how does this affect you personally? Okay, so he just says, haha, if you can't handle an opinion, don't share. And I just said, you missed the point of the post entirely. It's about how, gender relations change over time. And he says, yeah, and the effect of social media. But if all you do is complain with no solution, why waste time telling others about it? Which this is really just a fallacious line of reasoning. If you're discussing a problem, you don't necessarily need to talk about the solutions in every conversation about a problem. It's really just kind of listing off proof that there is a problem, because not everybody really agrees that there is one to begin with.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
And of course, in other discussions, we talk about solutions, but in this particular thread, we weren't talking about solutions. Geomaxing, sport maxing, and looks maxing if you have enough material to work with, surgery maxing, leg lengthening, that kind of stuff we do talk about from time to time. So it's not every discussion needs to be about solutions, because there's not one solution. It's everybody has their own solution. What works best for you? That's why this 4chan thread didn't need to become like all of this. It's all about me and what I'm doing to deal with the black pill.
Yeah, I guess, but at the end of the day, all I'm really trying to say is that, when we're talking about these issues of trying to max your way out of the problem, right? What are we really trying to do?
I don't know. Live the best.
By doing all this maxing. Like, I'm not saying don't be the best you that you can be, right? Nothing wrong with that. But like, taking it to a level where you're trying to be somebody else, that's weird.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. The surgery maxing and shit is weird. Not something people should really do, because it doesn't really fix your DNA.
Yeah. It doesn't fix it at all. It just is what it is.
Yeah. But
it doesn't change it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, continuing with what he says. Okay, so there's 3 points he brings up. There's just, why do you care about that, which is just fallacious to begin with. Why aren't you talking about solutions? Also fallacious. And then another one, which really pissed me off the most, was like, does he have facts to back this up? Where's your source, bro? I was gonna send him that Adam ruins everything soy jack. You got a source, or like the Vosh soy jack. Yeah, that's how my purple pill friend kind of operates. Like, I think he's been getting into like Hassan and Destiny, recently. I really hope not, but he has brought up Hassan once, which that makes me worry a little bit.
Yeah, what about Hassan?
I just think he's kind of trying to copy the argument style of the bread tubers.
That's all he does anyway. Yeah, he's just a copycat. He doesn't really have any ideas of his own.
Yeah, like I'm so good at internet debate since I've been on the internet my whole life pretty much. I'm a Zoomer, and I remember the 2010 days of like the whole edgy YouTube atheism stuff. So
Yep.
The arguments on the internet, all the fallacies. Junior year in high school in the AP classes, they teach you all about the fallacies, which me being the former lay Redditor, which I never actually used Reddit, but you know what I mean. I was just insufferable when I was a teenager. But yeah, so I know all the argument strategies just from growing up on the internet. And my friend, the blue pill friend, now that I more so think of him, he hasn't grown up on the internet, so he's now just kind of getting into internet arguments, I guess. Thinks he's good at it when he's not.
Yeah, that's always good to hear. Let's see. Ever hear source anything study? Your comments here.
We have Collective Dismal in the chat. Probably not the real Collective Dismal. I don't think he'd really be hanging out here after,
I'm good. I don't want to talk to a Klaus Schwab puppet.
Yeah, literally his profile picture.
Yeah.
You will eat the bugs.
You eat the bugs. You will live in the pod. You will own nothing, and you'll be happy. That's what you want me to say, right? You go fuck yourself. Fucking Klaus Schwab fucking puppet, dude. It's so obvious they don't even hide it anymore. It's like, whatever, dude. Just come in here fucking just memeing up. Like, it's like, fuck it, dog. I'm not gonna come in here and meme. I'm gonna meme hard. Like,
let's check up on good old Collective Pee Poo Poo's channel.
oh, I haven't watched the channel in years. Well,
Let's see.
years,
243 subscribers. All right. He's almost halfway there to where he used to be, which is surprising since he's boring as hell. I don't imagine he'd really be attracting any new people. Just the people coming back that watched his content when he was good, in my opinion. I know you never really liked him, but I used to like him.
yeah, I can always tell it's charlatan from a real deal, right? Like, I'm always looking at what's this guy's underlying point, and like where's he coming from? And it's like he's over here talking about like, oh well, the WEF is right because of this weird math over here and some weird shit like that. It's like, this is weird, man. Why would you be playing right into the fucking enemy's fucking agenda? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, he made a video on like single moms or something. Like,
Yeah.
Why it's good to be a cock, bucko.
Yeah.
But now you can overcome all that with the Merlin system from AT&T. It's incredibly easy to use. So if your business isn't running,
Do I hear an ad playing in the background?
I think it's just some background music beat or some shit.
Oh, okay. Some sampling.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you guys watch that Christian pastor dude. I sent you a link to one of his videos a while ago about. Yeah, I think the title was "Don't Be an Inkwell."
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't watch the whole thing though, but
should we watch it?
Do you want to?
Yeah, we got time.
I still have it up.
I linked it to you on Discord. I'll put that. Dismal hop on right now. Do it. We'd love to have you.
Before she enters the altar, the father does what? Walks her down the aisle. And he is giving her. We actually have this in the wedding ceremony for Christians. Like the pastor will ask, who gives this woman to be married? And then the father will say, either I do or her mother and I. And it's literally giving the woman to marriage. This is biblical language. So this is what's so weird. This is how passive men have become. Okay, here's statistics. This is date psychology. 55% of men, which I'm not sure we're allowed to use that word under the circumstances, but we'll just go with the quote. 55% of men have felt a, quote, profound and enduring state of unhappiness, uneasiness, and discontent about singlehood. And 45% of men ages 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person, mainly out of fear of rejection. Shots fired, okay? Okay, if you went to public school, you're like, what? So here's how this works. 55% of guys are like, I hate being single. I hate it. And 45% are like, and I won't talk to girls. This is so true, false. This is weird. You're like, I'm hungry, but I'm scared of grocery stores. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is the custom-built solution for your problem. Why do young men not talk to young women? They're overmothered, they're underfathered, they're passive. They're passive. And they use tech.
He's not necessarily wrong. I do think that, depending on the time period, that approaching women is a liability. But once again, even the idea of approaching, like, okay, like maybe you need some level of interaction with women on a more just on a natural basis, right? Like, how do you talk to women in general? But when it comes down to the actual courting process, that should be done like really young with families. But we're talking about older people, and yeah, the dating game, I guess, has to be what has to be, right? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, idealistically, it would go back to the arranged marriage system, but be a little bit more practical now.
Technology. So they're like, you know what? Well, maybe I can find a wife. Let me just tell you this. That's probably a dude who's lying to you, or a tranny that you won't know until the honeymoon night.
Yeah, probably one of those.
You got to do your research. You got to meet this person to look for the Adam's apple. Okay, I'm just telling you, you got to do your homework. It's a scary day. This is a public service announcement, okay? For those of you who are with us on the internet, thank you for joining us. Goodbye. Okay, so why do young men not take initiative to approach a woman? Why? Because they're going to get rejected. Well,
Thrown in jail.
that means you're right where you started. It's not really a loss, right? You're like, I'm single. She said no. I'm still single. Pretty much, I feel like you're even. And it's like a door-to-door salesman. Just keep asking until you get one that's.
Yeah, this is I don't know. Why would you put men on a wild goose chase? Yeah, it has to be a better way to do this stuff.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Cold approaching, just I haven't had good experiences doing it. Most people really just want to be left alone in public, unless you're absolutely Giga Chad. Then I think that'd be a little different.
Yeah, I suppose. And just because you find someone doesn't mean she's wife material. That's true. You never know. Fat people don't want to be bothered, especially women. Yeah. People like Matt Walsh and this guy are so far removed from the market they don't even understand. There's some truth here. Just get married, bro. Yeah.
I'm glad you're back to the old music.
Oh yeah, we had to go back for after a certain point, right? So yeah, figured these should be a little bit more low key.
The angry mystery era with the classical music certainly was something.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a mini arc.
It was beautiful.
It's like a
Why-
one piece arc.
Why doesn't he ask the couples in the audience that the man cold approach the woman? This isn't how couples form. Yeah, this is weird. I bet he never cold approached his wife. They were probably elementary school sweethearts. Probably them. Probably were. Probably were. Why does he have to become nationalist again? It was great, Mystery School. Yeah, I know it was great. Phenomenal.
So there was another video I sent you about Hassan and H3H3's falling out over Israel Palestine. I figured since you kind of like that sort of stuff, and it's an I Hypocrite video, and I know you like him. If you
Where's it
want
at?
that one, it also sent it to you. Just scroll up a little.
Private chat?
Yeah, DM.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah.
I can't get it to load. Weird.
Whack. Yeah, I mean, if you probably look up I Hypocrite's channel, I don't think he's made too many videos since then.
Let's see.
What up, party people? It is I, your boy LP, back with another video. And today we're going to talk about everybody's favorite topic, and that is, of course, the Israel-Palestine conflict in Gaza. There has been heavy conflict, heavy fighting for about 26 days straight now, give or take, ever since Hamas infiltrated and attacked Israel on October 7th. And I know it's at times like these you turn to me to make sense of the world for you. Oh, LP, what is going on? Who am I supposed to support? Help me understand. Well, I got your back. I'm here to tell you all about it. However, given that it is such a broad conflict, I thought I would narrow the scope of this video to a more specific aspect of the conflict, one that I think is very important and tragic. You know, there's a lot of tragic things happening, but arguably none so tragic as the ending of the friendship between Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein, former co-hosts of the now defunct podcast Leftovers. Many people from the very start predicted that this outcome was inevitable. In fact, Ethan even joked about it the first episode they did together after the conflict began.
Is that I've seen a lot of people expecting us to come froth and argue, and our friendship is going to end and the show is going to end or something.
This dude looks like a subhuman.
He took the bald pill, that's for sure.
My God, he looks like a subhuman. Well, he is subhuman. My God. Like he's falling apart.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but that's definitely not what we're planning on doing here. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, instead we're going to solve the conflict in its entirety. Let's go.
That clip did not age well. The show has been canceled. And today I put together some of the key moments in this decline of this friendship that we're going to look at to understand what happened. But first, a quick word from our sponsors. Today's video is brought to you by the Silver Barter Bag, available on moneymetals.com. Be prepared for the coming financial situation. be able to do barters and trades regardless of the condition of the financial system or internet access. Get pure silver. The silver barter bag is available on moneymetals.com.
Save the shilling if you can.
Premiums than regular bullion, but is well worth it for what you save. Reasonable of the two, and I say this as no fan of Ethan Klein, but you see on this particular podcast, Ethan had more of a willingness to display empathy for the Palestinian plight. He even broke down crying at one point just thinking about some of the images that he had seen coming out of Gaza.
I saw videos of Palestinian dads holding his dead like 5-year-old daughter. I mean, and then there was another one that, like, as a father, it's even hard to talk about. This dude was holding his infant. It was like a year old. And he was like patting her on the back and saying like his final goodbye. I mean, he's holding her like she's alive, like he's just burping her or something. I didn't expect to get emotional about that, but like I'm a new dad and that shit really fucks me up. And I hate to see it. It's not right. I think people in Israel that support the government and the government need to watch that shit. I think Israel shutting off water, power, and food to Gaza is insane. It doesn't even make sense. Like, what's the end goal there exactly?
I'll be honest, having also seen the video clips that he's referring to, it's hard for me to watch that clip of him and not get teary-eyed myself. But it's nice to see Ethan displaying his human side, and a lot of people had positive reactions to this part of the podcast after it first came out. I think it should also be noted that this isn't exactly new for Ethan. He's been talking about this for years and has always approached it in an even-handed and fair kind of way. For example, here's a clip from 4 years ago on a podcast. And while discussing how difficult it is to resolve this conflict, Ethan talked about how when a former Israeli president was close to achieving peace through talks and negotiations, he was assassinated by an extremist fundamentalist Jew.
The Orthodox Jewish people
And the
cause
extreme-
trouble,
yeah.
and the terrorists,
Yeah. Well, you know,
who do all the terror attacks on the other side, they
Yeah.
cause the trouble.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you ask most people, especially my age, they'll be like, just do whatever it takes. Just
They don't fucking
do it.
care.
Split
They're,
it. Do
you know,
the two-state solution.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes. I mean,
there was a cab driver in Beirut who had a fucking tattoo of Hitler on his stomach.
really?
So I have to say,
It was
That's
so
pretty nuts.
fucking
amongst
shocking.
the Arab world, anti-Semitism is very real.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
See, what's the crux of this video here?
Just about their kind of disagreement between Israel and Palestine and how that kind of ruined their friendship. But man, look at Ethan and how quickly he's declined in the past couple of years.
Yeah, look at him. What do you know?
He got that like Metal Gear Solid 4 old snake disease where he just fucking becomes old all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, isn't it?
He went to the beach that makes you old.
Yeah. Running low on adrenochrome or something like that. Who knows? You're the Jew, right?
Yep, he is. And his wife there was in the IDF, and they talk about that too in her
Yeah,
experience.
every single Jew is part of Mossad.
Yeah.
I don't trust a single Jew.
X Streaming says, you think his wife is cooking him? You know, there's a popular theory that that Keemstar is the real father of his child. I think it's just a troll, but I think that shit's funny.
Well, damn. What's going on, guys? Anything new? Is everyone just kind of fucked now, right?
Yeah, not really. Nothing new. Slow news week.
Oh yeah, really.
Oh yeah, I messaged you about maybe a TikTok or Reels text channel.
Yeah.
What do you think about that idea? Do you think it's dumb?
Yeah, we might want to get rid of the. Maybe we can change the YouTube channel into like a general clips channel, right?
Okay, yeah, the videos and streams should also be for TikToks and Instagram links, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
I mean, the name of the channel is fine. You ever gonna fix the rules section?
I got to get that figured out.
It might just be unfixable.
Huh?
To have a channel that no one else can post in, but everyone can see. I think you have to do the whole verifying thing, which we don't want to do to not attract scrutiny to the Discord server.
Yeah.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, decent Thanksgiving for sure. Just kind of went home to my mom's house, hung out there. I didn't really do any shopping, truth be told. I just stayed home.
Okay, nice. I don't think people really go out and do Black Friday shopping in person anymore. I think online is just far superior.
Yeah.
But Black Friday is a bit of a scam. You know, they'll raise the price a month before Black Friday, and then
Yeah, it is.
back down to the original price, like you're getting a deal. At least for some things, like TVs and stuff like that. That their prices are always kind of fluctuating. But I got me some computer mouses, and that's about it. Just some nerd shit like that. Are you still dealing with that same girl?
Oh no, we broke up about a month ago.
Man. Who ended it?
She ended it, but I kind of got the last word for sure.
The last word?
Yeah, I just like let her have it. I didn't give a fuck.
Let
She
her
had all these little complaints, and I just like gave her just said fuck it. I just let her have like fucking just the tongue lashing on the phone, right?
Oh,
I didn't care. I didn't even try to make her feel good. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like if you want to come on the phone and fucking complain to me about something I am or not doing, like I'm sorry. I'm like, if you don't want to get the fuck on my fucking program, who gets the fuck? I don't got time for this.
She's complaining. She's like, mystery, your dick is just too fat.
God damn. I was just like, I didn't care. Like, leave me alone. I left my fucking mindset. I said, fuck it, leave me alone.
I can't control that. I can't. What do you want me to do? Get reduction surgery?
I don't know.
You ever try Facebook dating?
I know the dude I used to work with who tried Facebook dating. It was some of the worst. It was probably one of the worst stuff I've ever seen in my whole life.
There are a bunch of as the Jersey Shore would call ugly women, grenades. A whole bunch of
grenades, yeah.
But hey, at least they're not trying to advertise OnlyFans or link to their Cash App. It's a lot more genuine than Tinder, and a lot less fakities there. I have gotten laid like 3 times from Facebook dating. Yeah. It's a pretty good ratio for Facebook dating. So met up with 4 chicks from Facebook dating and banged 3 of them. So good success rate from that. You'll definitely get the lower quality women than maybe Hinge. But yeah, it's
I haven't been on a dating app in a while. I just don't care. So
yeah, I get you. Just focus on yourself and your hopes.
Yep.
Provide some solutions.
Yep.
Joel Gibson asks, how do you escalate? I don't know. Ask a red pill channel that. We're not the people to be asking. Nuclear Redfield. There are no individual solutions to a societal problem. I mean, I don't want to pick apart words, but I mean, it's a solution for yourself. You have a problem. Here's what I'm going to do about it personally. Like me, for example, run and hide. Hide in the woods. There you go. Be a hikikomori, but have a remote job. That's my personal solution. Not everyone would be happy with that, but that's there are no societal solutions to societal problems. Only individual solutions to your societal problem that you face individually, I guess.
Let's see. Never give up. Guy passport maxed and married an Argentinian girl. It's in his YouTube channel. Okay, well.
Did you hear about Argentina got a new their own Trump of their own? But
yeah, I don't trust that guy.
He says he wants to convert to Judaism, I think.
Yeah.
So not quite as hyped up as people hyped him up to be.
Yeah. Who knows?
All right, I think I'm gonna head out. It's been good.
All right, dude. Thanks for coming on, my dude. Always a pleasure. Peace out. All right, buddy boys. We're at 3 hours. I think I'm gonna pack it up, leave for the night. All right, my dudes. This has been SNH. Shut in, I hope. Weekend chat, random discussion, episode 52 of season 2. We're gonna keep these short from now on a little bit, unless people really want to come on and talk about shit. But other than that, we're gonna keep these short. All right, guys. Peace out, my dudes. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah. Cheers.